has a very good argument by branding Republicans as extremists. But Republicans, Biden did that because he doesn't want to risk being president when there's a recession. So both sides not only seem to have a strong economic argument, they seem to have a strong political argument. And that's why the deadline is so threatening to the economic well-being of the country.
But that is the point here, the economic well-being of the country, because this is much more significant. This isn't going to hurt just Republicans or hurt just Democrats if we go past the debt ceiling, right?
Well, sure. I mean, as I said, the most immediate problem could be triggering a recession. A lot of economists have been predicting a recession for a long time, and the latest economic news shows that economic growth has slowed down. Now, unemployment is still very low at 3.5%, so there are healthy signs in the economy, but there are also signs of real weakness. And so a crisis could really tilt the economy into a recession, but it's more than that. The economic health of the country depends very heavily on the confidence the rest of the world has in the strength and reliability of the American economic situation. That means that people invest in America. That means they buy our government bonds. That means that they trade in dollars. There are all sorts of ways in which this underlying confidence in the American economy is critical. And if America starts screwing around with the debt ceiling, it can't be very good. You can understand that the psychological impact around the world can be devastating. People lose confidence in the American economy. That means they don't invest in it. That means they don't create jobs. They can have a long-term negative effect. And so the stakes are very high.
Tell us a bit about the kinds of cuts that is in the House Republican budget.
Well, this is not an new story. Republicans have long taken at various social welfare programs favored by liberal Democrats. One of their arguments is that anybody who gets federal aid, Medicaid, food stamps, programs like that should have a much more stringent work requirement. This goes back to Ronald Reagan in the early 80s. He argued against welfare quotas, stakes on food stamps. The whole implication is that the whole class of Americans who are on the dole, who are unfairly living off government benefits, and that's part of the argument. There's also taken aim at a number of Biden favorite initiatives. His attempt to try to cancel student debt, they would roll that back. They're taking aim at a lot of the tax credits that encourage green energy investment to climate change. There's just a whole series of cuts that the Republicans would love to put into place. And the problem is that in the House, we've got a new Republican majority dominated by very conservatives who basically dislike government in general, fear government, hate government. And their view is shrink the size of government. That's their basic view. And that's a long-standing view of a lot of conservatives. They think they have an opportunity to actually do it.
What is the drop dead date to approve it? We don't know.
We don't know yet. It all depends on sort of the government revenues and the balance sheets. The warning is that this could happen as soon as 6 weeks. Most economists think the drop dead date would be sometime in midsummer, but certainly by the fall.
We appreciate your time. Thanks so much, Steve.
Anytime.
That is Steve Roberts, ABC News political analyst. It is 7:55 at KSRO, and now time for a look at your commute. Here is Paul Maxwell.
Thanks, Michelle. New accident in Vallejo, the Mare Island off-ramp from West 37. A two-vehicle accident on the shoulder. West 37, that was already slow from Wilson, Sacramento, over the Mare Island Bridge to just before Cullinan Ranch. More minor backups at 121 and Lakeville Road. Santa Rosa, a little slow at the 101 Highway 12 interchange. Also not bad for Highway 12 in the Sonoma Valley. South 101, though, is heavy out of Sonoma County from just after the county line, continuing down past Olin-Poly. More brake lights from Roland all the way down to just past North San Pedro. Northbound 29 slows from American Canyon to 221. Your next update at 8:05. Now with Sonoma County's most accurate, most dependable forecast, here's Daniel Trucios.
Thank you, Paul. We do have mostly sunny skies for today at a high of 63, 54 along the coast. Wind gusts up to 20 miles an hour inland, double that if you're along the shores. Mostly cloudy with a chance of showers for tonight, low 46. Could see some light rain and showers for the next couple of days. And then Thursday and Friday, partly cloudy, but no rain expected for those days. It's topping out in the 60s every day this week, 50s if you're along the coast.
51 in Sebastopol and 50 in Santa Rosa. KSRO news time is 7:57.
It's been an amazing run.
Thank you. Mahalo. Gracias.
Thank you, Sonoma County.
Thank you to all our wonderful patients who have consistently voted us the best cosmetic surgery office 7 years in a row. You inspire me.
You inspire us.
That's the team at Dr. Tom Cosmetic Surgery, thanking you, Sonoma County, for voting Dr. Walter Tom the Press Democrat Best Cosmetic Surgeon. Why? He listens, he's skilled, and he is dedicated to helping you, his patient.
Yeah!
The best breast augmentations, liposuction, Botox, fillers, lasers, cosmetic surgery, and the best skincare center. A true professional, cosmetic surgeon Dr. Walter Tom. Contact his office today for a free consultation or visit his website at drtomcosmetic.com. drtomcosmetic.com. drtomcosmetic.com.
We love you, Sonoma County.
It is 7:58 at KSRO. George Michael got over 1 million ballots to lead the fan vote for this year's Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Trey Thomas has more.
'Cause I gotta have faith. I gotta have faith.
Voting ended Friday for rock fans to choose their favorite to be inducted this year, and the legendary singer came in first. Cyndi Lauper came in second with over 900,000 votes, followed by the late Warren Zevon. Rounding out the top five are Iron Maiden and Soundgarden. I'm Trey Thomas.
Well, we've got local news next. Right now, the top world and national stories from Fox News and ABC News.
KSRO.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. The president's son Hunter is in court this morning. Fox's Tanya J. Powers.
The hearing in Batesville, Arkansas is related to a paternity dispute between Hunter Biden and London Roberts. A DNA test confirmed that Biden is the father of Roberts' 4-year-old daughter, and he agreed in 2020 to make child support payments going back to 2018. The case was reopened when Biden asked the judge to reduce the payments.
And Roberts says Biden's ignoring court orders to turn over financial documents. First Republic Bank is seized and bought by Chase, the third bank failure this year.
First Republic, Silicon Valley, and Signature Bank all relied on uninsured deposits from wealthy clients, deposits of more than $250,000 that are not backed up by the FDIC. JP Morgan Chase CEO Jamie Dimon says our government invited us and others to
watch out, object on road ahead.
Step up, and we did.
Fox's Jenny Casola. America's listening to Fox News.
This is Sonoma County's News Talk. K245DJ Petaluma, K278CD KSRO Santa Rosa.
From ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. It's the third bank to fail in the U.S. since March. As of this morning, First Republic has a new owner, J.P. Morgan Chase, in a deal manufactured by the Federal Reserve over the weekend. ABC Chief Business Correspondent Rebecca Jarvis on Wall Street says it follows the collapse of Silicon Valley and Signature Banks.
The Treasury Department telling ABC News it is encouraged by the fact that J.P. Morgan has now bought First Republic, that all depositors in this will be made whole. And that's a very important thing to remember here. Despite the fact we've seen these three major bank failures now, depositors, people with their money in bank accounts at these companies, they have all been made whole. They've all been able to access their money despite the failures of the banks themselves.
A major change for a major diet company. Looks like Jenny Craig is getting ready to go online only.
The company warning employees that its corporate office in Carlsbad, California, and its New Jersey facility may close as early as this coming Friday, and that mass layoffs may be imminent. The notices to Jenny Craig employees is coming as Bloomberg Law reports a bankruptcy filing could come as soon as this week for the cash-strapped company if no buyer is found.
ABC's Ariel Reshev in Cleveland, Texas, north of Houston. Manhunt continues for Francesco Operosa, the man suspected of killing 5 of his neighbors because they say one of them asked him to stop firing his assault-style rifle into the air from the front porch of his home. In Britain, concern about the price tag for the upcoming coronation of King Charles.
It's reportedly going to cost an estimated $125 million to taxpayers. Poor optics in a cost of living crisis. Among the 2,000 guests inside Westminster Abbey this Saturday, First Lady Jill Biden. Other European royals, foreign dignitaries and public servants will be recognised for their work.
That's ABC's James Longman at Buckingham Palace in France. May Day protests over the continued decision to raise the national retirement age from 62 to 64. You're listening to ABC News.
Heart failure, carpal tunnel syndrome, shortness of breath, stomach issues, lower back pain. How does it all add up? If you have heart failure and any of those seemingly unrelated symptoms sound familiar, it's time to talk with your cardiologist and get the full picture. They may add up to transthyretin amyloid cardiomyopathy. ATTR-CM is a rare and underdiagnosed disease. Recognize the signs and discuss them with your doctor soon. Learn more at connectwithyourheart.com. That's connectwithyourheart.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
I had a nighttime routine for my frequent heartburn. I would drink milk, I would sleep upright with more pillows, but that painful burning stayed. So I made Prilosec OTC part of my morning routine. With just 1 pill each morning, Prilosec OTC prevents excess acid production, blocking heartburn day and night. Now I have a new nighttime routine. I call it sleeping.
1 pill a day, 24 hours, 0 heartburn. With Prilosec OTC. It's possible while taking Prilosec OTC. Use as directed for 14 days to treat frequent heartburn, not for immediate relief.
The head of a mercenary group doing much
Watch out. Vehicle on shoulder ahead.
of the fighting for Russia, now saying it is running low on ammo in Ukraine and demanding more from Russia. This as Ukraine is getting ready for a counteroffensive. And in eastern Ukraine, here's ABC's Marcus Moore.
Overnight, new airstrikes. Ukraine's military says it shot down 15 Russian missiles, but 3 managed to get through, hitting targets in eastern Ukraine, injuring 25 people.
In Washington, the White House and congressional Republicans are still at a stalemate over raising the debt limit. ABC's Karen Travers has that.
President Biden will use his remarks in the Rose Garden to again criticize Speaker Kevin McCarthy and House Republicans for what he'll say is a quote, reckless attempt to include budget cuts as part of their bill to lift the debt ceiling. The White House says the legislation the House passed last week to raise the debt limit will cut nearly $2 billion from the Treasury Department's State Small Business Credit Initiative, force cuts to the Small Business Administration and other federal support for small businesses by 22%, and reduce support for rural small businesses. The House bill has no chance of passing in the Senate. The White House says the president will not meet with Speaker McCarthy until Congress has raised the debt ceiling. Karen Travers, ABC News, Washington.
New concerns about the El Chapo drug cartel. While the notorious crime boss serves his life in prison, American prosecutors now say his sons have taken control of the cartel and are shifting it into smuggling fentanyl into the United States. This is ABC News.
Live and local from our studios in Santa Rosa, this is Sonoma County's Morning News on Marconi Award-winning KSRO.
Good morning. It is 8:04. Today is Monday, May 1st. I'm Michelle Marquis.
Happy Monday. I'm Larry Olson. Dan Trujillo's our producer, web editor Jeff Woodworth.
I was just talking with Daniel about George Michael, who is got the top votes for the fan favorite for the Hall of Fame, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And his music was prominently featured in this 2016 film called Keanu. Did you see it? It was a Jordan and Peele movie.
It's about the dog, right?
No, it's about a kitten. The kitten.
Kitten, that's it.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's a very weird movie. Tonally, it's all over the place. Like, it's an action movie. They're saving the kitten. They're teaching these criminals about the amazingness of George Michael's music. It's just like, it's so strange, but it's very cute.
Watch out. Pothole on road ahead.
Fun movie. I think I'm going to go back and watch it. All right, let's look at our top stories this morning. The Santa Rosa City Council is taking the first steps to establish a new taxing district in the downtown area.
Petaluma man's quick action helped save his neighbors from a house fire.
And the Smart Train launches weekend evening service this week.
Coming up in sports, Steph Curry goes off, so bring on the Lakers.
It is 8:05 now at KSRO, and he has the latest on your commute. Here's Paul Maxwell.
Thanks, Michelle. And this traffic report is sponsored by CAL FIRE and ReadyForWildfire.org. Vallejo, the Mare Island off-ramp from West 37, two-vehicle accident on the shoulder. West 37, very slow over the Mare Island Bridge out to the lane reduction. And then again from the Sonoma Creek Bridge to 121, and then one more time at Lakeville Road. North 101 heavy in Santa Rosa Avenue up to College Avenue. Wildfires don't wait, neither should you. Protect who and what you love. Start preparing now. Harden your home and create defensible space on your property. Learn how from CAL FIRE at ReadyForWildfire.org. That's ReadyForWildfire.org. Your next update at 8:15. Now with Sonoma County's most accurate, most dependable forecast, here's Daniel Trucios.
Thanks, Paul. We do have a high of about 63 for today, 54 along the coast. Temperatures are actually pretty cool for this week. Just topping out in the 60s in the inland areas, 50s along the coast. Mostly sunny for today, a bit windy, up to 20 miles an hour wind gusts inland. Double that along the shores of Bodega Bay. Mostly cloudy, a chance of showers for tonight. Also might see some showers for Tuesday and Wednesday.
54 in Healdsburg and 51 in Santa Rosa. Traffic on the 5s, weather 6 times an hour. Mornings on KSRO, where the news time is 8:07. A new taxing district may be coming to downtown Santa Rosa. The City Council took the first step in forming a new financing district by passing a resolution of intention. This new district would use a portion of property taxes to pay for infrastructure improvements, new housing, and other projects. The city insists that it will not increase property taxes or impose any new taxes. The proposed new district would be the area just west of Railroad Square to Brookwood Avenue and from College Avenue south to Highway 12. The resolution that was passed is just the first step in a long process.
Petaluma's neighbors' quick work helped rescuing a family from a house fire. Saturday afternoon, a fire broke out on Berrydale Drive. Smoke and fire was billowing out from the garage and attic vents of this home. Neighbors saw the smoke and called 911, that alerted the residents and helped them evacuate. Firefighters arrived within minutes and had it contained within a half hour. The building was red tagged, and the Red Cross is helping to shelter the 3 adults displaced by the fire.
Sonoma Marin Area Rail Transit is launching a Friday and Saturday evening service starting this week. On Fridays, the Starlighter train is scheduled to leave the Sonoma County Airport Station at 7:41 p.m. while the
I'll continue on. On Fridays, the Starlighter train is scheduled to leave Sonoma County Airport Station at 7:41 p.m., while the northbound train will leave Larkspur at 9:10. On Saturdays, the train departs from the airport at 8:02. And at 9:30 p.m. in Larkspur, route will pass through Santa Rosa, Roder Park, Kitati, Petaluma, Novato, San Rafael, and Larkspur. Smart officials say the Starlighter train will be ideal for evening trips to enjoy dining, entertainment, and other events.
Thanks for helping me, Larry. And just a little note, your evening entertainment has to end by 9 o'clock in order for you to be able to use this service.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Well, it is already time to start preparing for wildfires. State Senator Mike McGuire is hosting a virtual town hall on wildfire preparedness and prevention. It coincides with CAL FIRE Wildfire Preparedness Week, May 1st to May 7th. The town hall will cover how the state is responding in this era of mega fires, what type of expanded resources are available in the summer and fall to protect our communities, and what people can do to better prepare themselves for wildfire season. State and local fire chiefs will provide the very latest updates and answer questions. It will be tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. on the state senator's district website and also on his Facebook page. You can go to the district website to RSVP and pose your questions.
First ever white rhino baby born its far west has a name. Private wildlife reserve near Santa Rosa said Saturday they're now calling her Otto Lang. That wasn't one of the many suggestions from visitors and staff. Instead, it honors the park's founder, Peter Lang. The baby was born weighing about 150 pounds and is now a month old.
I suggested that they name him Larry Olson, but that was shot down. It is 8:10 now at KSRO.
Agricultural community farmers markets bring you fresh produce, meat, and dairy each week year-round.
Saturday and Wednesday mornings, 8:30 to 1, the tradition continues at the Santa Rosa Community Farmers Market in Farmers Lane Plaza. Coyote Family Farm has bunches of spring flowers alongside their crisp salad greens. Fidel's Gourmet Growers has a great variety of fresh and local mushrooms. The farmers market is filled with spring blooms, including gorgeous tulips from Eddie's Farm. Chem has strawberries and blueberries. Santa Rosa Seafood offers the freshest Fish Around, available every Saturday, as well as specialty salads, cioppino, clam chowder, and local oysters from Marin. Jamaican Jerk has hot prepared Jamaican food for lunch or dinner. The Italian Corner offers items like mushroom and sausage risotto, cashew Alfredo sauce, chicken lemon ricotta ravioli, and Dungeness crab ravioli. Chavez Pizza makes everything from scratch and bakes your pizza to order in a wood-fired oven. Expanded curbside shopping service